News debate for number 1 day inside number 8 moon 2020. Now the first one for the new moon will start. Country people them inside PIDGIN News debate for this afternoon. We go talk plenty of the thing them where we eye catch them inside the week where we say maybe for sika 1 or 2 thing on no be fit for follow Tory. But for inside PIDGIN News debate, we go try for answer question them and try for talk waiting. If you push 53-year-old man for chop soya for Pikin wey dey 10 years, this one be happen now for class quarters for that side, so for Limbe Southwest region. Now so to go take una, we talk this other chapter we picking them the chop Irish potato, turning Irish potato, Kusala 2 quarters for inside Kumba 2 subdivision, Meme division for inside Southwest. How the Irish potato fit kill 2 picking them and why they no be carry the 2 picking them wrong go time for hospital, instead they be the prey on top them. We go try for answer question whether food poisoning he gets a relationship or he gets anything for do with prayers this afternoon. Now so to go talk this fire away be cash for National Treasury. When Asabi say inside the week we be talk as we Northwest and Southwest, particular Bamenda, it be hot with at least 2 bomb them with the Chakala this week we just finish. And Sabiseb say 2 people then say they tell we say they die. 1 na carpenter with bullets immediately right for inside a workplace for that side, so for Bamenda. Then we go talk too small palava for Mali president them for inside West African country they be get consign the meet up on Dongamen. Cameroon, African, Usabi say Cameroon fall for under economic community for Central African country them. Palava for Northwest and Southwest don't make more than 3 years. But so today, we never see any president say we show interest or for come for Cameroon, for can talk, for see whether peace, if he turn back for the 2 region them, we place in the Kenekene. This afternoon, we get Dr. Glory, Reverend Dr. Glory Befeke for inside Presbyterian Hospital from Bepanda, Douala here. We go talk with you this afternoon. We get plenty talk them. We go really live for put him up for them. Even Corona says we go talk. Reverend, good afternoon. Good
afternoon, Ambassador. The trace a lot for all man for day for Acha Bepanda Hospital.
All right, we get even Oga Ajang Divine. He na teacher. He says we. I salute you, Oga.
Thank you, Ambassador. Say I don't come again today for some more talking the way they worry we, and I decided all my way they look we.
All right, now we my 2 people them, my 2 friend them they will tell now for inside the Toria so this afternoon. Make una sabi setori na for so for continue for talk. Maybe before we enter for inside the big Tori for this Saturday, sabi say na Cameroon he get some baby die. People them they sabi plenty. Nama we don't nag Ndamba. If you don't be captain for man Ndamba team sometime with the talk Stephen Tato. Sometimes you don't be with social media be talk say don't die, but you know we don't die, but true. He died on Friday. Oga Jan, you be sabi Stephen Tato. You be don't follow his more.
Yes, for Italian 1919, Tato we give a pass to Omambik. I maybe give a pass to Siri.
Okay.
Then Sirigian for Omambik where we score goal, where we take a win from Colombia. Okay. So I know Tato history fine. I be big captain for that time.
All right. Reverend, you did so follow football?
Yes.
You sabi Tato?
I sabi Tato very well. As a brother talk for day, Tato make a lot of history for Cameroon, and really it died until we touch all Cameroonians in the realm of football. All
right, so don't lose another big person for inside football. Even as we if you don't own time you don't pass, but they be one of those they be the people them where they also make people they remember football. Indomitable Lions. So in those days, or you can say, well, compare the Indomitable Lions for this time and the one them for 1990, 1988. Plenty food that they talk say the thing they don't change plenty. Well, that one we talk Asia for family for Stephen Tato. We confirm say he died yesterday for inside Yaoundé. He died for Friday for Yaoundé after some small sick. Tori for this small Tori for inside PIDGIN News. We go take una go direct for Limbe for talk to we happen to inside the week. Sabi say this palava for mommy them for send picking them for go sell for roads. Now one thing to a plenty put the cry. 53-year-old man on the same way population for Limbe. He try for talk for his so they the one time say make it shit on for ground small time. Now man with the cash and small so if you want start chop soya for some 10-year-old picking according to what will happen. We hear say see the picking where they sell egg. He call the picking say make the picking. He can't serve the egg now for inside the room. Picking to enter now so to tell the picking say make it come out close. As we picking come out close, he want climb on top the picking. One time they can open door. But the two way surprise people them inside this palava. Now say time where they ask that 10-year-old picking. Now who be this for you? He start for lie. He talk say na he uncle. They say waiting be your uncle in name. He no be fit for talk the name. Now when they make you open eye. Say they go take you go police. Now for them say be start talk all to happen. But thank God police people then say they become for come carry this man 53-year-old 10-year-old picking. Doctor, this one wait till we talk na ballot or how we put the kind of a situation and maybe we go talk to some more for that picking for 10 years. They go fair ask the question. He go fair one lie big people them when they talk say they go take you go for police. It now for they start talk the truth.
Yes, Ambassador. With regards to that picking, you know, training used to be for picking. They say any big man will see him na your uncle. Any woman will big na auntie. So on that aspect, I don't know where to be fit for don't push that picking for really address he said my uncle. It may be not just that kind of teaching where you see any man, you say this is my uncle, this is my auntie, or maybe the man be not intimidating, but we don't know. But this kind of attitude, I mean a really animal attitude, and it really show a decline in the moral decadence for our society. That man senior that picking for 43 years. And that picking, maybe if this man be the born, maybe if we look in history, that picking be equivalent to this man, a grand picking. For first of all, say that kind of thinking cross through this man. The anatomy first for that picking. With this man, his own anatomy. I don't know, as some kind of situation where sometimes when you should not for even one for the reason it need to make sense. How a huge man in that order, he go one for take a small picking, a grand picking, you know, for sleep with it. That one really be so poor for we for even the talk about it. So I feel they make the forces of law and order, may they really set an example so that people they sit up for society, for bring back morality.
All right, Oga Jang, when you see this kind of case them, you go talk say na wish for village or na just still wait for a blood.
Yes, that's the thing where Reverend talk. Would the teach begin they say any man way senior in a uncle or auntie, true. But sometime before that man will come, that begin be talk say sometimes if they catch you talk say be your uncle. Because enough it time say 10 years we can know you know your real uncle and you don't know your name. For me, think where they push the kind people then for do the kind thing because Satan to get the own way they rule. Now that Satan their own people that way they do for their own world. That kind man and man way the inside sect. I'm not sure say normal person will be like me and you. If he call 10 years picking, where it been a grand picking for same they sleep with it, that one have been an abomination. Well, even if you love na waiting, prostitute they all over the town. Where if you meet up one, they wait if you push man for same na what is the interest a big man of 43 is 53 for picking where they 10 years. What is attractive for the man, if not na sect.
Now, some people that they try for argue to say this if you be to a na the picking or them two they be don't they ever meet up before then it be jobbing now some one ballot day where the thing happen because if the picking enter there he talks to my uncle then they will get for frightening say if you not talk to or take you go for police then he start for talk they like say the thing don't happen but that they be jobbing one ballot day.
Yes, now as I told you, I sat and they rule the world now. Picking the way they call themselves say Andrew picking the thing the way they do for their head today at the age for what will be 15 years will not be know nothing but go if it be two way the talk say sometimes they be the do but be a dialogue day but one day anything way they do even you go now up they must come down now whether they carry them for that dialogue day now and I blame the mommy there for picking the way they take picking them especially girl picking. You send for picking will be almost mature say maybe kid sell egg for bring you which kind of income for make you be which kind of rich person. So blame the go for the parents then too.
Now, Reverend, if we start talking now, link the one, we sabi say since we picking them, plenty of them, they know they go school, and school don't end for some, for sake corona with the outside. If we start talk, say, it be some small one for open eye, for mommy, they send, picking them for outside to for go sell, some kind of age. Exactly,
Ambassador. Not only the corona, equally, if you look at the social unrest for this our country, picking they be displaced. We don't know maybe the history for that picking. Maybe na some IDP where you don't come for that house, or maybe even na that mommy picking where it makes the things strong for that mommy for selling for out for sale in that manner. Really be poor. Like brother they talk for day. You know, this one give we itself we as an eye opener for mommy and papa them for the monitor way to picking them, the watch them, and for the put eye on top of picking them. You see, maybe sometime picking them for that kind age, they stay up very late. They watch very bad films, pornographic films. The channels are almost everywhere, and if picking them, they watch that kind thing. The one for the practicer, as you rightly talk, those are the maybe things say this man and the picking them don't always meet. They feel equally be correct for that way. So the way where the situation the misery for society, where they push parents, and also the vulnerability for picking them, where they be some of them even get papa, some of them even get mommy, they just struggle for the life. It contribute for this kind of attitude for picking them, for the succumb in this way. So more really watch out, especially the girl children.
Advice for papa them, you say being a papa for picking them, holiday don't come, they don't get long holiday since. One day they decide for outside, particularly the girl picking them.
The advice I give them for parents, they say, for we will not be the same for our parents there. But sometimes we don't beat in world day to day. I don't know whether I wait till the push parents they send picking them for outside for the go sell. I beg them now holiday this. If you not get picking thing where picking the do for her, sending for holiday classes, may they be the learn book. Than for say I'm going to avoid our phone them. Even parents they too they keep some kind of film them, some kind of thing there for their phone where picking they look up. That picking the way they be, what we call and say picking them. They no phone pass we. So my parents they avoid for the send they are picking them. So maybe they go sell for market and for street.
All right, and I will go continue. Another one way cause confusion. Plenty way people they never fit to understand. We maybe this afternoon we go get some more explanation. We'll get some more talk on top of that one from Reverend Dr. Glory. Now this one will be passed for Kusala 2 as inside the Kumba 2 subdivision, Meme Division, Southwest region. Within the week, now two picking them, Achamo Perry and Achamo Junior. We all them said they population for inside Kumba Atu, particular map Kosala, all them they be there for outside. They talk say this picking them, they chop na potatoes turning potatoes. After they finish chop turning potatoes, their belly is start turn one time they collapse. But the thing where people then say they don't surprise, now say they carry the big one where they call them Achamo Blessing, they run go time for hospital. The other two small one them, they instantly leave them for house for prayer. Pastor they go call one pastor for say make he can pray away picking that they don't sleep already for days. Say if they so the prayer he go wake up them. Sabi self say they be the check. Say maybe now something where they don't put inside the chop. When they pray maybe they will spirit go leave them. All the prayer when the pastor the prayer as we one person he hand he shake they feel they get the courage say now the prayer don't start work they carry the two picking them instead run go for church say may they go continue for prayer on top but last we hear say that two picking them die. Achamo Blessing when I be the biggest girl the girl as we Tori be enter for we ear within the week so now the girl be they fine as so they take it go for hospital. Man Adimo could try for look that pot for turning potatoes where they picking them chop Sabi self say this chop where they picking the chop where their mommy papa no be there house, papa don't go for bush, mommy Christy as well they call it no be there, so they be left they picking them with their big mommy for house. Now they chop that where they chop. Now plenty people they ask question now waiting it be there for inside that Irish potato they be don't fair chop before they can chop again that morning time. We know nothing no happen for no person. Now the thing that way people that they never fit for understand certain now. So we go put that question for before just now Reverend Dr. Glory. Now waiting it is it be possible say you chop the chop, he worry abelede so he kill you, as well they call him say food poisoning. If it be possible, that one, now one of the thing we playing put their own talk but other one they talk palava small something to they don't solely put them for inside the chop. Now, you like doctor, you don't hear the story, wait till you feel really explain, even as you never do autopsy on top the picking them, wait till you feel you talk for population then.
First, I want for really send our heartfelt condolences to that family and for say make the souls of the pikin they rest in peace. Ambassador, no two things not fit kill those pikin them when they don't after chop. All three pikin then they be affected. Where it means surely there was a poisoning, food poisoning somewhere. And if after the investigation or if the autopsy be done, I believe say the investigation could tell we or the autopsy could tell the result could tell we say now food poisoning. You know, the attitude of the pastors on that pikin. Now, some of the things in this way, for those where there is this struggle for no God, you know, they go instead become very doubtful for the palaver for God. Ambassador, I feel say any correct trained pastor, enough to minimize medical impact on the health of people. Even Jesus, when he carry out miracles, at one moment, he be spit on the floor, on the ground. He take the ground, rub and put them for blind man and for blind man the eye, and the blind man be receive his sight. Where it means say, we need to devalue the medical effect or the medical impact on the health way or the body way God don't create them. Many pastors or a well-trained pastor, the first thing where that pastor begin for doing is say, when a situation like that begin to come, first thing I for sending for hospital. For Bepanda, they will get chaplain. Each time when some case, many cases when they come for it they evaluate and first thing we want for know and say, wait till the medical report it is show about your condition. Now the first thing that, and if you never yet get wait till medical situation or condition it is show about that person, first thing it is sent for doctors then. Would they evaluate the person. Until we don't evaluate and still say beyond medical treatment. Now for them now they send the person back to the chaplain for hospital. Make all those pastors where they do for society, because this one so you the kid now more than this. Make them really sit up when a situation come in front of them, especially emergency situations like this. First thing, turn the people to the hospital, because now for day where the doctors they don't be trained for manage those kind of situations, emergencies, and for restore life. And after, if they see some witchcraft on our way, they will send them back to pastor. So that attitude for those, if not so it happen, ambassador, if not so it really happen, it really gets to be condemned.
Yes, as so you said the same for image. Plenty people they don't ask questions. Say why the big one they be fit carry and run go down for hospital. Then the smaller one them they leave them for back, so they die. Okay, Jam, as you be normal man like me, and we see the thing as well they see him. Reverend already talk. He be reverend, he be at the same time doctor. Now, wait till you add on top this chapter. You check say this boy them or the man of God where they be the prayer. For this kind of condition, they be careful continue for prayer instead for sending picking for hospital.
Yes, I'll start for talk say if Nami be that man of God or that church, therefore counsel the church may not exist again. Because first, for a pastor, where talk say they read Bible, accept picking where they take poison, and where will not say poison that way it kill. If not immediately, then after. They put picking then say they pray. I witness a case where pastor they pray for die man will die when no die with no court. Pastor they pray they beat him until court come for or wound they come for that man in skin before they will bury. When they be Palava church for Cameroon, man go take 3-room house, broke him, transform her into church. If I be talk for you last time say. They from create ministry where they control that church. If you want open church, may they give you procedure as they give for school. If you be capable for open church, anytime where we talk about Palava church for this Cameroon, many pastors them, I will talk say sometimes and society people them because you know if you pray for people where chop poison, say may well, it go well na how. They contribute for the die for that picking them. If they will take the elder one to for church. Sometimes the woman they for lost all it picking, so it be very bad. With Palava too much church where they did for Cameroon. quarters. People they need sleep for quarter again because of churches.
All right, and just for Sabi, as we don't talk for now, the big picking where they call it a chamo blessing. We, as we they be taking go hospital, we be follow up the story. Talk say a medicine where they put them, he help. So he is also there. No to read just now concerning the big sister. It means if they for carry the other two people them too, maybe doctor them, they for fit for help. But as we they be pray. All them, we call them their name now for past tense, and we go remain small for inside that case. We sabi say inside we country corona. It is also continue, and we inside the week we get Prime Minister Chief Dr. Joseph Diongute be go for airport in Simalen in particular for try for check sense whether Cameroon don't prepare for say make they open border them for aeroplane them for start coming with people them, and just for Sabi be glad for TWCM. The last time we'll be separate with Reverend Dr. Glory. We'll be get for continue for talk this chapter for corona and chapter for TWC they call them say face mask. Reverend, waiting don't change, and this face mask we don't say ourselves so for Cameroon now. It dey like say people they don't forget. It dey like say the sick no day. You talk for some person say corona day go tell you say come on with that.
Thank you, Ambassador. Now the situation where the global situation we'll find ourselves inside, it give we varied information that they come out from left, right, for center. When you open Facebook, you get so many information, much information it flow in, and people go on for the select, for the choose, wait where they get for do and wait. And you know say with human beings who like the easy way out. Prior to that week will be there, we discover say many people they need to take this palaver against serious, and you really show that crowd will be there for that last time, and you see how many people they not get time for these preventive measures. You know, coronavirus na a disease where we know the mode of transmission. We talk about preventive measures because we know how this disease is be transmitted. The simple way we keep ourselves away from this virus, not just for be and respect those preventive measures. You know, now with this social media, the whole of this week trending, we see Dr. Stella, we talk about the treatment, we talk about the cure, and we talk about no need for face masks. And Ambassador, now situation this way, we really get to use our heads for this moment and count your own self. Say, does my life matter? My life, it be important. Treatment is there for this disease. The protocol where even the public health minister, it don't send her out. Now they use, and now you see the cases that they continue to go up 17,000, but again, though the death rates them, they did so they did two go as as the infected rates. Where means this experimental treatment where don't be set in place like hydroxychloroquine, it really make news now whether it treat or not. It really treats. With those combinations, we'll get the experiences that many people they don't be treated of that. As it throws zinc on, but my problem what I get for day now for despite the preventive measures. If airport it be open, like the inspection, we don't get, if we don't go, they don't do them, and these preventive measures will downplay them. Make we know say we put ourselves into deep shit. It be better for me, you know, for prevent myself for something where I don't know am or it exist, than for say I expose myself for something where it exists. I think so we get for really put that one at the back of our mind. If treatment don't be, or if prophylaxis don't be, it not mean say no, just give up now. For the thing where we know say this is how it can be done to be transmitted. So the wearing of the face mask, the social distancing, the hand hygiene, you know, and all other preventive measures, I think say if we combine them with the protocol of the treatment where it could go a long way for help our population. Outside now, you know, really see people them, they really wear the mask. They be careless. So when they'll tell you say, but they don't see them for Facebook, for America, they don't just say treatment don't be, and now face masks you not get value. I believe say it will really need for respect this thing of face mask. Protect yourself. By that, you are protecting the next person.
Okay, no been ambassador talk, you know, get power for chapter for skin. Doctors said the talk face mask. It's also the important whether they don't find the medicine or they never find them. Now for say make you look at your skin first. Your skin first important, as well this also continue for talk. We will also talk chapter for that corona, we'll talk chapter for the vaccine and all that one, as well they continue talk. Ogajang, you did for Bonaberry. How you see the people of Bonaberry? As I say for them, corona don't go.
Yes, for the first week where corona be there, people where they be say first mask, they be in a real business. But now they hang out for road, go for market, any place. They hang out for road, no money they buy up. Except man want go for public place where be obligatory to say more, enough enter there without face mask. And that time they sell even 1 or 2 per day. Cameroonians, they don't neglect this wearing of face mask because they know say from the day when they open bar and nightclub, they be told say corona don't finish. But any man at hope say as we be adults, any man be don't witness as they bury some person will be don't witness as they bury person. They neglect the preventive measure where government they give. Even they know they run after person, but you say say corona day and you know the effect. Say if you know prevent yourself from the hygienic condition, your name will be in a mortuary. So I advise any person say may we follow the measure where they then give we first before we follow the government. Even if they need to control we, but you know say when you die now for yourself, not for you and person.
Now, doctor, maybe we'll continue for this face mask thing for developed country them like Madrid for Spain, even for France. When the years if they cash you, where the work only for road, no cover your nose, I am up. You get fine when they pay them. I believe say maybe even government bring that one something change again for inside the country. Yes,
it could really change, Ambassador. Because again, I want to repeat, say, if fine for protect yourself for something where it not exist, than for expose yourself for something where it exists. This virus, na thing where you know say the mode of transmission, how you fit get them, the way you fit get them, now through the air, through the droplets. So now whether countries like that, they bring in hard measures for say if you not put on mask, because when you put on mask, it will help for prevent, it will help for protect the spread from going, so that the next person will even stand beside you, it be contaminated. The face mask wearing, it be very, very important. Now humanitarian problem this, not be problem for say you want show say now you over know, you want show say no now me I don't over know politics the enter answer. No, now issue where they affect you real, now real life issue. Even if treatment be don't be, Ambassador, because now they talk about the treatment issue, it not mean say because the treatment they just for live your life anyhow, so that when you get the sick you go get treated. How you do not say if you get the sick they give you the treatment you go wear. See then the way they get treatment, but not be everybody way they receive the treatment it the way from the sick. So the better way now for wear the mask. Countries are, if Cameroon government will adopt and say before I enter any public service, like when this whole issue be start, police they even arrest people them. People they even pay those who they not be put on the mask. I feel say if this kind of aggressive strategy or method it come back, it could read the number of cases. We don't now say that 17,000 plus. Yes. The number of cases it could be reduced, and also it will give me also a better time for the manage those where they already be infected. So the mask wearing now a very good measure for curb, for reduce the transmission of this virus.
Okay, we go turn back for inside story for corona before we finish. Inside the week we just finish. Sabi say this Saturday go make 1 week exactly. We take on a go for Yawende. We office when them the control money as we think them say that the pass for inside with general treasury. It be cash fire for that side, so for inside Yawende. Army rescue people then say they be dead for lost fire, but them one can lost fire with plenty of the important book them and even computer. Where he get plenty thing there for inside, he don't finish born. Sabi say this general treasury, he fire plenty people that they don't ask question. who do wetin or who no do no nothing. Sabi say one time after the fire be catch for day, the next day oga Louis Paul Motaze wey be the person minister wey dey look out with money for we country, he say be go there and he talk say they go start for make investigate for sabi true wetin wey pass for this general treasury born for inside Yawinde. One sabi say National Assembly be born, e don't make more than 1 year now when they be talk say they go open investigate. No man he never hear wetin wey pass. Another one, and this one are people then the office for people that they control money as we country they use the money. Now that office says way he born for that side so for Yaounde. Oga Jean, you get people there that they talk say some person they way 81 and say make the thing that we don't do and me block. So the only way now for put fire. But we never talk say nothing that happen. Maybe if it be nothing to problem for current. Now when the kind of place room for place where they control money, room now for the all thing, you fit get all thing concerning as where they use money for we country, it born, it make people their eye they open. And question, that investigate, it go last come out?
Yes, investigation for Cameroon, a get key where they open, they not get key where they lock them. Anytime they talk say they investigate something for Cameroon, result they ever come out. If you enter for some place, you see pieces of paper then for down. No say right there inside that cupboard where they chop that paper. No man no fit come outside where they don't know place where that fire come out. People they there inside and they know place where that fire come out. Because Cameroonian them, all things be possible. All we be Cameroonian them. So man they were important document they. I don't know the person, but I only talk to where it happen and where if it be not true. Say now that fire, if they look around some person where they inside that office, the hand must be for day. Why? Now office for money where they put important paper them. Now it born. And not I be against for say now electric na part of electric maker that place born. Some person the hand must be inside there.
All right, Reverend, this fire, another fire for another important place. No be any kind of office where the thing fire be born. When the fire be born, some people be the ask and say whether na the big office, na place where they control money for the country. When this kind of fire catch so, waiting be there for your mind. You be the check na say na normal fire for you, like citizen for Cameroon.
Ambassador, the way the thing born. You know, questioning where or whether not somebody put them accident na accident. But when we see the way where the place don't burn, we ask ourselves, who said the sapere pompe every day for quickly can rescue this kind of important unit, just as you rightly did talk am. Now very important unit this. And when I see them like this, I just be again very worried because it add a lot of misery on a population where already misery, already they will struggle for see how to come out of that misery. Well, if 1 or 2 people they get hand for this kind of situation, then they will not really tell because other houses them accidents and they come out, but all those questions get for come because now very important places. Now misery upon misery. Cameroon now a country where not be 1 person get them, not be 2 person get them. Now all of us will get them. And for an institution like this way, we not at the powerhouse for the nation, and we get this kind of destruction, heavy destruction. Small house used to one catch fire, so some people don't can loss and quick. But look at the way it be consumed. You ask yourself, but what is really the matter? So those way they calculate widely, say maybe now somebody will get hand for day, or some group of people they get hand, they hide something. They not be far also from the truth.
Okay, and with the wait minister for away the local money for here, Louis Paul Motaze be don't promise say go start investigate and they go talk with way he pass for inside that house. Just now we go take una go for Edea 1 subdivision inside Edea Council SSF. Now for they will go enter and we talk now the condition for the way these people they sell. Now we look now something important we maybe the council no sabi the place. The block where don't sleep, so we feel see I'm say is strong for I, but not danger too for the people that they don't cheat on top the way they sell. And just for Sabi say this road where it broke, it began for being a place where the council it get for even start for work for 60 minutes not happen. Plan says where they put away now for support. If some accident happen where person feel even hold it turn up the plank as soon as the same they don't fall for sick as the place. It don't already start for chop. So now just one of the two CM will check say the people them where they get for do the work, they did neglect, they no one do they want wait, see me something pass, then they talk say the one it don't happen, but we don't see we don't show them for them, say me they try for do and this one plenty they go talk say if accident happen for year. Not just carelessness for the people the way they look at this 8 day one council. Ogajan.
That means I talk. I say power will be monopoly of power for the country. Now it cause all these things then. Before even I don't tell you say even for beer toilet for Cameroon here when a government toilet they order the commander Yaoundé. Sometimes the council it get zeal for saying they fix that bridge, but book never come on Yaoundé. Why they not feel brings decentralization for Cameroon as a be for other country? I used to ask myself, say this Cameroon, it then inside this world. Cameroon then inside the world where would they? If yes, why we not imitate thing the way other country they do? They would cry say may they get a name, they not get power. May or not take decision say may they fix that bridge until book come on Yaoundé. Why? How Cameroon not be so? How they know risk people their life? And that same council they produce money where they go for central government. Certainly yes, but for side the money they go. Now the question that we Cameroon would talk. No, not only that bridge. If you look at even for the Douala way or day, many bridge then they so where risks over be, but now who they fix them? But we talk council, mayor, city mayor, all this yet. They still answer now from Yaoundé. Now the thing that way they kill this country.
Now we get Paul Eric Kinge. We be fight. He be almost fight with people them for side they dig ground for Njombe. See money where they come out for that ground. Some be get for enter for council for development for do thing them. He lock the place. So the deal he be come out for outside for come talk to me. They come out the seal and for do that thing. Now the big question: national man-to-man talk be passed. They be talk say northwest and southwest. They will give them special status, and they talk say mayor them, not only mayor them for northwest and southwest, but mayor them for inside the whole country. Council them, they will get power for do some more. But that national man-to-man talk we will call a national dialogue. It don't pass. But so today, they like say the mayor their hand, they so tight. They know if you do not to, they don't take order or they don't get authorized from up country.
Ambassador, I no want answer about whether mayor they get power or not. But wait till I want for go back for wait till you don't first raise them. Now about this issue of maintenance. I don't know whether it be a kind of culture where it enter inside we. You will see some situation where it need just a simple maintenance. Yet, we go on for leave a may until a casualty happen before start woke up say hey, run left, right, up and down. Even for hospital, every day with the situations there. When person come where you know well, with a simple ailment, you give a treatment. You tell the person say, "Begin take and so no stop and so come back so for rendezvous." Then they come. Someone they come, and someone they neglect. And then when they go back for house, when you don't come now serious with all the complications, you see now they run. Where sometimes at that time the life now even for restaurant it no go be, and then they go end up spending a lot of money. Go mean now say me they do a lot of work tests and all of that, buy a lot of drugs. I don't know whether that's kind of gem where don't enter everybody inside body for this Cameroon. Look at the simple bridge we show like that one. Now just maintenance. Look at buildings. Buildings just used to just woke up so collapse because of lack of maintenance. Now mayor, whether they get power or not and all of that. If they give them that money, they could be able for the continue the maintenance. Now something where enter people where they not, you know, the culture of maintenance. I feel so really lack that culture. And we see and say if we develop or continue for those who they exercise them, we exercise prevention and maintenance. When we talk about the corona, the first thing is for prevent, for maintain the life. Because if you don't prevent, you don't maintain, you leave and may go off. Now for come after, you go worry. So ambassador really get a problem with that culture, that particular problem.
So we don't feel look at we using them. What we see like even for roads, an example, even for you see small hole where the show That time when the whole be just started for FIFA block up, but they leave them in the big.
Until accident will call for them, at that time they go fix them.
Okay, we go continue as we don't start talk on top chapter for look out thing they will get them for say making over spoil. We go take una go for Kutabatu for their airports. Now the same problem as we doctor just come on for talk. Airport for inside Kutaba, the people they say they did look at that airport, them too, they don't decry, say they like say they don't forget the airport, grass, it don't grow all place, road where aeroplane get for land worker for that side, now grass, it already start grow on top the road. The one that like them where they show aeroplane when it land, road small from distance, but now water the inside, now the road is for aeroplane where it land, it go work up before it land, but even the quota where they day, you will see small hold them, small they start come on. Then there were side for them and say for corner na big bush where if you put a small trap, you catch a beef for day and they don't abandon them. They know the chapter the place, the whole place dirty, the light it don't broke now water they for inside, they don't abandon them too. So the people then for Kutaba airport then say that they ask na question whether na waiting it dey happen, waiting it dey pass, where they forget them. Now for Sika say they know they use aeroplane plenty for day or aeroplane no the land for day plenty. Now why that way they live and so man never fit for talk. Waiting it really pass. Man Adimo go enter for the part 2 for this airport. Shabi say for Sika say aeroplane, you know they ever land for day. It don't turn a place where people they use and dry their kumkum. They wrote for aeroplane, now for they dry their cassava after they use and make their kumkum. Egusi, now for they dry them, and even their clothes they wash them for us, they don't abandon rope. Now for on top they wrote for aeroplane where they come for can do all that drying. So people them they ask the big question whether na say we know sabi for lookout, we own thing them. Other country them we neighbor like even Nigeria when we neighbor. Each state where they like region for Cameroon, it gets correct airport for international level. For we country, we know if we count the number for airport they will get them. Apart from the one the way people that go always use them, Douala, Yaoundé, Garoua, and even the one they call them say Bafut Airport, na just on Kana Airport. Tiko onsep, no nothing for talk. Time we president be land for day, na time we they be clean them. After that time, no nothing again, no the pass. Reverend, you just talk palava maintenance for we for lookouts. I believe so that the same sick it happen for this airport for Kutaba.
You correct, Ambassador. You know, it is like a human problem. But when you see some other areas where they do very well, again, some people go talk say, well, Africans, na so na dey. You see Western well. You know, for some of those kind of countries, they get cameras everywhere, CCTV camera. Because they're like inside the human body. You get for the follow-up person. Person want do something like an eye servant. Person want do and because say it fear say it may be Lord for a back or maybe they did watch it at E, you know, for say make it not do them. And way road like this one. It may be if some camera be there where they see, or maybe some police they be stand for this say make person not pass, they not go pass. Now that kind of fear where people they need them. Now some issue that way. The education, we really get to continue for educate our own selves, our mind. Say, we're not going for the live on eye servanting. We're not going for the do something. Maybe say, okay, so Lord, they pursue we for back before we could stop for doing or before we could do them correctly. Look at those lights on that stretch of the airway. If they want to go repair and now, the cost of that go there like they do them again all over. Where sometimes if they don't just make allotted a maintenance budget. It may be employ some people, put it there, even if they need the user now. You can realize, say, for maintenance could become cheaper than for remove again another money for one to redo that issue all over. So for those who dry egusi, dry dresses, kumkum and all of that, it be very disgraceful. When the TV, because Equinoxe it be watched worldwide. I feel so now one of the media this way they watch them almost all over the world. When we see them like this, you know, it be very disgraceful for we. Those were the day I mean, we call again on the authorities. Say may they try do something for put order, especially in this kind of areas. You know, because now our image, an airport, an airway is the image of the country. To leave it, abandon it in this kind of way to the hands of human being as we are, or one for do na eye servant, one not for do something because they look we. It's not really fine. So in as much as we blame the people, make the authority, they sit up and they do their work.
Agachang airport, we sabi see if competition damba begin for pass over for some. plenty of the aeroplane that we get for land for day.
Yes, I did ask when I for here and Cameroon where did the wash we. Now government will build that airport. If not government, they still don't say a day for day. What it be wrong for our country? Cameroon, Reverend Toss say if not be the Equinoxe, they recall and say Equinoxe, I recall and say na lamp for Cameroon. Because now they remind Cameroon government say when I get to do this. If not be the alarm where it be in the name of Equinoxe, you don't show us a hospital for Nkumba where it be abandoned after they go fix the hospital. They function today. Number one, number two. Cameroon, what they really disturb we where we not fit maintain thing the world be done bila. See start on Miss Paul. If not be na World Cup where they also the fufu we whether it go take place or take up a Nations Cup. Sorry. Then up to today, they be the cash gonna be for start or for Miss Paul Stadium. Today they don't fix that. Any man declared why they not fix airport when na the baby bilan. Or they don't forget say be day for day. Thank God say Equinoxe where be na the alarm for Cameroon. It don't remind them say airport day for Kutaba. And at the end say they na Kutaba be na training center where they train military there. And if emergency day where they talk say may play land, first side the plane go land. What it be wrong? Yet people they embezzle billions. They need a refund. So Cameroon is sick. They like sick where they inside where catch Cameroon a pass corona.
All right, we go quick take on now. We talk as we the team them pass for inside Bamenda, Northwest region this week. We just finish we go start with this bomb will be Chakara now for that side. So for Aziri, a new church as we they call the place. We bomb Bihala for the this week. We just come out for finish and a place where police they ever make their control. Now for the place that with that bomb it Bihala for day for around 6:20 a.m. It be day now on Thursday for morning time with this bomb Bihala for day be lucky. Say police no be there and no person no be the pass. So they say the bomb he only cut na rope for light where it give light for people then for Aziri new church and even place where they call them travelers. Now the iron than that where if the as where the bomb halam some person if for day for corner wawatin if for pass for day as well for the cry die for that side. So for inside Bamenda Manadin make we continue for talk this other one where be passed to so for that day. After we bomb Ichakara, we hear say as uniform people they be enter shooting is start for pass. Some of the people there they be there outside where they be good there outside for their normal work. Now one of the person this way bullet way the waka like Chris Cow, he picky, he too he be get for run go for hospital. No be na say be the waka, he say be the tonton for see whether he go hide. But that bullet is also come meet up just so sabi to say the week we just finish different bomb then two they be halam and one carpenter he be die when a bullet meet up for a workplace and even another person will the also make investigate on top as well here for inside Bamenda. We the talk we get for go back for building Northwest and Southwest but the place never quiet. Ogati Bonaj when a big man with the local Palava Foreign Affairs he says be the talk this week say that plan if for you know see as we go fit for work away place it is also hot so Ogaja.
Yes, I used to talk say Cameroonians there or our government they did dry clean water where they never lock tap for. If you don't fit dry clean water on top carpet where you never lock the tap, may they stop war first before they will build anything. As since where they talk say they build Northwest and Southwest, now how many people they don't die for Cameroon and don't mean nothing for Cameroon and say them again. Every day they still die. Yet now why now who they will destroy that in them? Now Cameroonians there where they don't take gun go stay for Sosongo. The people there where they destroy that thing the way they want to go fix them again. They never first settle the matter with them. Yet they prepare say they go bill them again. See the kind of thing where they happen. First bomb they come out inside within 2 months. Now 2 bomb them on a 3 for Yaoundé. 2 for 2 weeks. Yes, 2 for Bamenda again. They will talk say peace. Will talk about peace for Cameroon. How peace if it be where their body they say sleep. For me, I know say I think say no. May they stop tap first before they will dry clean water on top carpet.
All right, Reverend Doctor, this one way they pass. You don't see them and you hear them, but maybe as we go through a small talk for you after if you maybe just tell me palava for vaccine for corona. Eske we don't see them, we don't see them and we waiting the pass.
Okay, before one come for day. Ambassador, each day would see pictures like this. Each day would hear horrible things like this. And most times when I would pray, would ask God, when will all this one come to an end? It really, really bleed the hearts. Now it on the cross, as brother talk for day, Yaounde, they bomb them, this also here bomb them. Maybe people they just be careful because you feel the worker, you don't know how it could pick you. It is show we say security, we really get for protect ourselves. As we struggle for protect ourselves from coronavirus. You know, with regards to the vaccine for coronavirus, vaccine is out now for cause immunity for body. Immunity, where it means you see like these mumps vaccines, them, rubella, polio, all these ones. It make the body in such a way where it is stand like a bodyguard.
So that like a wall,
voila, like a fence, so that when the same enemy they come, it go kill them. Yes, it go bounce back. Now so that vaccine it go in the function. Two types it go there. You know the one way that they work on now currently. Yesterday they now on phase 3 of the trial because it needs phases for go. Vaccine not be two it will just come one time. Sometimes if it take up to 3 years, but well, when I say WHO now, they will talk say that doctor don't be brainwashed. But you get for no say no house no the way you know get a leader. Well, in order to make things them it be orderly, we get to put somebody who go coordinate. Otherwise, everything go just go. Anyone can talk your own, can talk your own. Well, no. So at least, even if the body did the way they need to do so well, but at least we need somebody, some people for coordinate so that it put we on the rail. So they don't promise say maybe by some people they say by end of this year, some by next year that vaccine go there for. Make our body strong so that if we fight this corona, so that if we live again our normal lifestyles. Again, before one will receive this vaccine, experts them, epidemiologists them, those that they work on the vaccines, they don't talk how way they proceed you and the process get for go. Nobody not just get for can compel you say receive vaccine. No. A whole system could get for be put in place, and until your own consent it be given, that means until you go accept them, you not get for receive vaccine. Now we talk about herd immunity or community immunity. Now another way that way if you get yourself immunized, that build wall so that when enemy they come like the virus, you go fight them. Now this community immunity, would they get and how? For those who they don't get this virus that well, their body they already be immune. In a way, when next one can come, if it protect them. Now the community immunity now has many people for population when they don't get in contact with this infection and they well, it could protect the few where they not by yet get them for society. So the community immunity equally, we know they look up to that. But again, experts say the one say this coronavirus, you know, they really give we that community immunity as where other viruses them for air they could do. Where means any man there on his own. Protect yourself. Even if treatment don't be, you know, means say that kind of theology will just a foolhardy martyrdom. Well, it means say because say God will protect you, or because say Jesus don't talk say miracle can happen. You go stand up for road where you know say motor can jam you, make that motor jam you, so that you see God the power. No, God the work not true way. Even if treatment don't be, yet we know how if we get this virus. So make we prevent them, say make the virus not come, for minimize the cost and all that. The ambassador, I go end by saying say it be better for you for prevent yourself or protect yourself against something where you don't know them than for you for expose yourself for something where you know them. Thank you.
All right, country people them, we go so continue for talk for now. Say this so the sick day. You don't hear doctor, maybe the vaccine, they still the test, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So maybe even by the end of this year, we will get that vaccine, maybe so for next year. So the good advice, as we doctor talk, no go turn up for road say moto you no go fit for jam you because you been a believer. Better you look at yourself say me that moto you know jam you. Thank you plenty, Reverend Dr. Glory Befeke. Thank you for your time. And Oga Jam too, I thank you plenty. And just for Sabi, country people them, we go meet up on Monday if all thing work fine. We think them we don't pass inside the week. If you miss them for this Saturday, if you look to for Sunday morning time, Manadine, Malice, and Zephyrin Gondi, plus Innocent Abega, all them, they be join hand for PIDGIN News Debate inside the #1 day for Inside Edmund 2020. On a whole, I'm tight.